Any woman that call themselves boss chick is not high value, period. If you are coming on Instagram and shaking your ass, if you are out here doing friends only and calling yourself boss chick,
you're not
valued.
Value. Okay.
My friend, not even high value, you're not value at all. You actually low self-esteem, to tell you the truth. Do you think you have any self-esteem?
But the issue when we're having conversations and a woman is in the conversation and a man, you guys make room for men.
Yes.
You guys make exceptions for men. You guys make whatever y'all do make sense in some way, shape, or form. There's algebra and arithmetic, right, to get to an answer. But when it comes to women, y'all always find a way to make it very close.
Right. So limited.
Exactly. And that shouldn't be.
Because equal rights don't exist.
It don't.
This is Diaspora Moments by Dion London.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dion London, and again, your beautiful host. Now, society defines a high-value man as a man with financial abundance, good looks, height, fresh and fit. But with these attributes, is it enough to qualify a man as a high-value man?
No.
Because there's this relationship coach, Sadia Khan, and she once said that a man who doesn't have self-control can be a liability to you and the kids. So if you have a man with all this society high value man trait and the man doesn't have, self-control, is that man still qualified to be called a high value man? And if that is not enough, then what can men do to become a high value man? Michael, I'm going to start with you. Based on society definition of a high value man.
Okay.
Are we going to go with what the society is defining us with? Or you have your own perspective of who a high value man is? The way you've taken your glass, it looks like it's going to be fire today, Michael.
He's ready.
Talk to me.
Some slight, but
Okay. Go ahead.
it depends
Okay.
on what society definition is.
Okay.
Me personally, what society defines as high value, they're not valuable to me
Okay.
because it looks like they're only valuable on one side.
Okay.
You got to be valuable both inside and outside. So you can't do your job in public and come home and be a bad person. You got to be a good person outside and inside. So I don't think what society has justified as high value is the only qualification that a man needs or should be in order to be high value.
Okay.
I think there's more things that a man should do in order to be high value. That's what I think.
Okay. So things like what?
Be able to do your duties in the house, which is provide, protect, take care of your woman, take care of your kids, take care of your household, profess your love to your wife, make your wife or girlfriend or whatever the situationship is at that time, make them feel needed. At that time, make the woman know that, okay, you're doing the duties that a man is supposed to do in the house.
Okay.
Make her feel secure. So you can't be a high value man like what society is defining and do your duties outside and be home and come be your wife or be cheating outside or not be disciplined and do whatever you feel you want because you could just have the next chick. That, to me, that type of person is not valuable.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's nice. What about you, Mishola?
So I think that, honestly speaking, me personally, I think that everything that society has to say is a problem. But with that being said, I definitely agree with Michael. I think a high value man is a full package.
Okay.
It's more than just, I do definitely believe that the financial aspect of it is very important, right? But you cannot be a high value man when it comes to finances, but then have a very bad character. Anybody that knows me knows that one thing that I always advocate for both men and women is to have a character that is, I guess, high value or high esteem pretty much, where you're not, you know how to communicate. And I'm not talking about communication where you're just expressing yourself, but you're being rude or disrespectful. You know how to communicate. You know how to also listen. You know how to nurture. One thing that I definitely find in relationships that work is where the woman can pour into the man and the man can also pour into her. They both understand their roles, but at the end of the day, there's still a level of humility where if you can't show up today, I can still pick up that slack, if that makes sense. So for me, a high value man is a full package, character and finances.
But the question is, how many men out there has this whole full package?
Very few.
Because nowadays, when a man is making like $100,000,
Right.
$120,000, especially in the IT space where, like, you know, folks, it's easy for folks
Yeah.
to make, you know, that kind of salary, right? These men consider themselves high value.
Yeah.
right? Because of, you know, the money that they're making.
But you want to know why?
Why?
Because the women make it easy.
How?
But I was going to second that though, because and just going back to my original statement about society, to be very honest, society has messed up everything to the point where a man can say or believe that because I'm making this much, that's enough for me to consider myself high value.
Okay.
Also because there are women out there, majority of women that will accept that.
Okay.
Be maltreated, cheated on, whatever the case may be. But because he's bringing in money, it's like, okay,
I'll just take it.
I'll just take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Tintin,
Ah.
welcome again.
All right, thank you. Thank
Very
you.
excited to have you here today.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, talk to me.
All right, so
What do you think?
when it comes to high value men, I believe there is a certain trait that a high value man should have,
Okay.
right?
And-
Regardless how much money they are making,
Okay.
right? You have to be a high value man. Have to have their resiliency and not take shit from a lot of people,
Okay.
right? And what I mean is, you have to stand for your values, and you have to be very, very self-disciplined, right? As you were saying, the lady said, undisciplined men are liability to a
To you and then the
to
kids.
the woman and the child.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree with that 100%. If you cannot control yourself, how are you going to control anything else?
Okay.
You are going to drag, regardless how much money you have, right? You can have billions, you will still drag down to the gutter. Right. And number two, in order to see a high value man, look at the woman that they with.
Okay.
The woman that you with would
Also plays a role?
takes, yes,
Of course, 100%.
of
Okay.
your value as a man.
Okay.
Right? If you wait friends only chick and you telling me that you're a high value man because you have $1 billion,
That's not gonna last.
please,
Yeah,
it's not
facts.
gonna. You're not high value.
So hold
Stop
on.
deceiving yourself.
So a billionaire or a
Yes.
multimillionaire that goes after OnlyFans chicks is not considered a high value man.
No,
It
they
shouldn't
actually
be.
are the lowest.
Yeah,
Question.
he shouldn't be.
Okay.
He
The
shouldn't
The
be.
question is this though.
What's the question, Mike?
That's that chick being publicized?
What'd you say?
Is that female being brought up in public?
I mean,
Because you have to understand, a lot of these billionaires, millionaires that have money, there's a lot of things that are going on behind closed doors.
Right. Okay.
You understand? So they could be doing stuff with the OnlyFans chick. It's just that it's not in public.
But
And
Mike-
majority
but
of
Mike,
billionaires don't
so-
claim women that are not of
Yeah,
high standard.
they
To be
don't.
very honest, they don't.
We
They
don't.
usually cheat with the ones that are doing like OnlyFans. But
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that we can name that's actually wifed somebody.
you mean someone
Yes,
to
you
wipe
can.
the hole?
Yeah, I don't think there's any billionaire or millionaire that has wifed a hoe.
Me personally,
Okay, well,
I don't
this
think
is the
so.
thing. This is the whole thing, right? Initially, I said self-control, right? If you are doing that behind closed doors, that means you yourself don't have values. What is your
I agree.
character? What do you believe in? I mean, is your character just when you are outside? And that's not character. That's not self-discipline. That's not control, right? If you are, if you have a wife and you have a fans only girl, woman,
Side chick,
whatever they call it, elsewhere, and that is what you are gravitated to, then you don't really have a value. You're not a high value man.
Then-
You are just a rich man, but not a high value man.
and a lot of these billionaires that we have in this world are not high value. Then
And they're not.
Oh,
But Diddy is not high value. He a billionaire. He beat the hell out of this girl.
because if we talk
So if you talk about money and you telling me that Diddy is high value, then I
Okay.
say that you ludicrous. I mean, come on.
because
Look at what he did.
Because you have to understand, there's a lot of things that men do behind closed doors.
And what-
so if
what-
we
what you do
counted
behind closed
if
doors?
we're talking about those. If we counted those that they do behind closed doors, then there's a question mark in a lot of men in this world.
Yes. And what you do behind closed doors says a lot about you.
It does.
Okay,
It does.
right.
It does. That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Eventually it will come out because nothing hide in the dark for long.
right. So,
Yeah, you can beat them, but what's her name? Cassidy?
Cassidy, yeah.
Cassidy will come out. Eventually.
Right.
And Cassidy will come out.
And
Right.
Cassidy will come out.
To him personally makes sense to him.
So, are you guys saying that a high value man cannot wife a hoe?
No,
I don't-
okay.
They can, but they won't.
No,
can't.
you
They
know,
won't.
if they have value, they'll have enough self-respect not to wife Kim Kardashian.
A man. No, I don't think I necessarily agree with that. A man can
Why not?
wife anything.
Okay.
That
Okay.
Let's be real. How many people are actually
we're
doing
not,
that?
but we're
though?
not talking about the majority. We're talking about people that have done it or
But
are doing it.
Because if you're talking about people in millions and billions class, at the end of the day, their image means a lot to them too.
It does.
They're not wifing somebody that the whole world knows is a OnlyFans chick.
A man that worries a lot, right? Or your sole focus is what people thinking or looking. Then there's a lot of women that you will miss out on this world.
Of course, but
You get
that's
what I'm
majority
saying?
of men though. Humans.
Because you have to understand, people do a lot of things in this world because of circumstances, because of issues or whatever that rises up in their lives. You get what I'm saying? So there could be a reason why the person is doing OnlyFans. The question is, if you, the guy, come in this woman's life and you are doing A, B, C, and D, and the woman is not able to stop what you're doing because they see the value that you're bringing them, meaning you are checking the financial mark in their life, right? You're setting goals for them that they can follow. You have rules, you got discipline. If you're checking those boxes, right, and the woman still chooses not to follow, then I would say you, the man, can leave.
But the thing is, the narrative that you're giving, the narrative that you're giving is literally very few.
But
We're talking about the majority of
Well, the majority-
billionaires.
the
Hold on, we're
majority,
talking about the
yes.
majority of billionaires and millionaires, some that we can name. There is not one person, maybe except for if somebody considers Kim Kardashian one of those, whatever. There is not one person that we can name that's in the millionaire or billionaire class that has married, actually wifed
A hoe.
somebody that is considered a hoe. We know they sleep with them, but wifing, because at the end of the day, you being a billionaire or a millionaire is more than your money. It's also your image and who's sitting next to you. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Obama is not going to bring a OnlyFans.
On God.
Exactly. Jay-Z himself may be sleeping with whoever, but at the end of the day, there's a different image that he carries when he sits next to Beyonce, right or wrong. Bringing up Kanye West, to be very honest, his image did go down. Why? Because he sat next to who?
Well, this is the thing. If you truly a high value man, and if you truly have character, and you truly have self control, right, and if you're true to yourself, under no circumstances would you even entertain dating a fans only lady or a lady that is selling herself. Look,
of course,
we like chastities, right? We like women. We also, what do men like? Men like women that haven't been run through by so many men, or somebody can pay $10.99 and see her naps.
$10.99.
Right? Well, whatever they pay. How much is
I have no idea.
$4.99, whatever. I wouldn't want the woman that is with me that my buddy could just go online
And look at her.
$4.99
Right.
and pay and see
Her naked.
her nakedness, and no way. So if I'm even to entertain that means I'm not a high value to even start with. You get me? You cannot, you just can't. Look, lions don't play with cats. Okay, it's like you are high value, you are alpha male. You won't even think about entertaining such person. Period.
But then what if somebody?
I wouldn't even allow you to come into my enclosure.
What if somebody argues that the point of being, and I don't agree, but what if somebody argues that the point of being high value is the ability to do whatever you want?
No, the point of being high value, right?
I'm so sorry to cut
is
you off.
to
To answer
have-
that question, it's a thing of like the whole point, the reason why people strive to become high value is for that freedom.
So they can
to
do whatever
what
they want.
So if somebody argued that with you, what would you like?
This is what I tell. The point of being high value is not to do whatever you want. To have the ability to do whatever you want, but you choose not to do it. Right? It's like a rabbit. Right? A rabbit, yeah, it's a rabbit. It's nice, but a rabbit don't have anything in them. They can't. You can just kill it, right? It doesn't have any fight in them. So if you high value and you think that you want to be high value in order to, then you are just like a rabbit. You know, you can do whatever you want, but there's no value in you.
But then which millionaire and billionaire can we say that is actually a high value man then?
That's
Because
the-
majority of them
Cuban?
don't fit in that category.
Yeah,
Mark
If any,
Cuban?
to be very honest, maybe none of them.
Oh.
I feel like the men that fit in the category that you're talking about are probably either close to 100 six figures or just
Lower.
Lower,
to
yeah.
be very honest. But if we're talking about what society considers high value, I don't think any of them fit in that category. Because
I
how
can
many
give you-
people
I can
care
give
about
you
character?
A list of men that have character, that are even online, and you know, have wives, bring their wives on.
I can
As
give-
I
But
said,
only few though.
I can
Very
give,
few.
I can give you
Just
one.
few.
I can give you
But-
one. Myself.
Oh, God,
There you go.
this guy just
There you
always
go.
starting something.
there you go. So
Like,
this is the
good.
thing. High value is you can't just equate high value to money.
Okay.
You get it? You just
Yeah.
can't equate high value to money, because when you do that, what you are saying is that men that don't have money or men that are poor are not high
Are not
value.
high value.
But that's what they
some
say.
of the men, some of the most high value, the most disciplined men that I've met in my life are not millionaires and billionaires.
I agree.
They're the ordinary dads.
I agree.
They
But-
are the ones that are going to work every day, try to take
Yeah.
care of their
But-
family,
but
they
let-
respect
Yeah.
their wife.
But listen,
Yeah, go ahead,
though.
Michael.
You see, men in their lives strive to be financial, what's it called, moguls. You understand? The sole purpose of a man every day is to make more, earn more, do more. You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand, when somebody that's been struggling their entire life, right, be able to hit that financial mark, right? They go to the gym, they're working on themselves, right? There's a reason why when those people get to that status,
They do what they want to do.
they do what they want to do, because at the beginning when they had less, they wasn't being looked at.
All right.
And the problem you have to understand this, that female make it easy for men that check their financial box.
Yeah, that's
So you have to understand. So me, the guy, if I know that I got to go make money in order to get
those
you,
chick,
I'll go make money and get you.
because then you have options.
Because then I have the option to, but that doesn't definition make you a high value. That makes you a hoe. But
And the whole cannot be valued.
but you have to understand though, society doesn't look at it as hoe. Society looks at you a high value. You understand?
You have
the
value.
the women that are constantly gonna go after you don't even consider you a hoe.
I want to add to what Michael
You
is
know
saying, because I
something?
heard this the other day. Somebody somebody said that, and based off of what you're saying, I'm just going to use the words, right? There would be more, or just for the conversation, there would be more high valued men based off of the character and all that extra stuff if women did not allow men to do whatever they want, or if more women said no.
And also,
So,
right. Yeah.
men will change if
I don't agree.
No. Listen. Men will do better. Men will do better, right? If and when they treat women bad. If women leave.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because the women stay.
Yes.
The women
The
end
yes.
up staying. Most women end up staying, and that's what men feels like. Well, because the moment you stay, the men start looking. Well, you've accepted whatever I have.
Well, that doesn't
And
mean
that
wait.
means-
That doesn't mean
remember
men
what I
don't take
said,
accountability.
this is-
If something
not all
is,
men,
take
not all men,
accountability.
not
If
all
you know
men.
you're not doing right or you're not treating somebody well, even if they stay or not, that should not be something that you're okay with.
Yeah.
that's a problem.
In the beginning,
But-
I said that. That's why in the beginning I said that. Show me the woman that you are dating, and I can tell you whether you're a high value man or not.
Okay.
Right? If you are dating a woman that is high structured and high value, she wouldn't even entertain that, and you know that she won't entertain that, right? She wouldn't even, you wouldn't even try to go behind her back or do whatever you want to do and think that she will accept it, because she would have already set boundaries. You understand? If you're a high value man, you set boundary, right? And the high value woman will set boundaries, and you know when the boundaries are crossed.
How many women do you think are setting boundaries for high value men?
very
Few.
few. Very few.
Then guess what?
About being labeled as that.
Being labeled as a high value man.
No, that okay. They can do whatever they want, right? They can choose whatever female they want. They could,
A lot.
right? They could do all that, right?
You're not a high value man if you are taking a woman that do not set boundaries, because you are as valuable as the woman you can get to submit to you.
Eesh.
Ooh.
Period. If you can get a fans only to submit to you, that's your value. Because that's the woman that you can that's a woman that you can deal with.
good one.
Because you're not matured. You don't have enough the characters. You don't have enough value
my question to you is,
get that value.
So my
valuable
question
woman.
to you is, how many men, right, or percentage, or whatever category you want to put it, do you think care? They don't care if they date or mess with OnlyFans girls, right? How many men do you think that they care what people are saying about them? Because you have to understand.
Because that means
because you
you're
have to understand this. You listen. The reason why those men continue to do that and do whatever they want is because we're back to the end story again. Women accept it. So
Low
you have to
value
accept.
women accept it.
Women do accept it.
Low value women
And it's
accept
sad,
it.
but they do accept it.
So
Low value women accept it, and low value men date low value
so
women.
do high value women accept that also?
No,
No.
No,
It
they
depends.
don't.
No.
It depends.
because they would accept boundaries already.
Yes.
But
Okay.
but the women you're talking about are few. You'll be surprised. Listen,
Anything that is valuable
the higher
is few.
The higher a woman's valuable is, which is if we're going by society standards,
Yeah.
which is a CEO, a boss, whatever, their pool of men, it's small.
Okay.
You understand? And those small men, which is let's say if she's making like $500,000, that means she's dating people that are millionaires or billionaires. You're not about to tell them what to do.
Right.
See that
You're
now,
not.
now we go
So-
back. We go back to the finances wise, right? But as I was saying, that we can't just equate high value to CEOs, to women with money. No, there are women that are stay-home moms that are very, very high value.
I believe in that.
Right,
I
that are very,
agree with
very
that.
high value and never step a foot in an office or anything. They are stay-home moms, but their standards are up. And if you look at those women, look at their man. Their man is just the same, very high value men, because high value man will not entertain low value woman.
They
He
will.
would have showed you the door before you even became his
It's a
wife or woman.
contradiction if you say they will, because it's either you're saying a high value man has a certain character traits that you guys are defining, and if he has those character traits, then he has boundaries, and if he has boundaries, he's not going to date women that are low value. That's just point blank period.
Yes.
If you compromise, then you're not high value.
value at all.
No. So I agree with you what you're saying, right? I believe being high value doesn't necessarily fall on your status.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I
Like
believe,
financially and who you are as a
think,
person.
I don't think your status outside or your finances or who you are outside overall defines you being valuable. Because
Okay.
you could do all of that outside and be a bad husband or be a bad dad in the house.
Right.
Can I
So
ask
that
a
doesn't
question,
make
though?
you valuable.
Can I ask a
That's
question?
what I believe in.
Can we say that value is then subjective?
It is.
It is.
It is subjective.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, that if we go about what society is defined, right? Most or nearly like 95% of the men in this world are not valuable.
According to whose
Valuable.
standard though? Because if we're saying that value is subjective, then you also have to factor in it depends on who you're talking to.
But we're talking about
hold on,
valuable
somebody that is an
cannot just-
OnlyFans woman that meets a man that is like P. Diddy or whatever. According to his standards, he may not see her as low value.
Yeah.
That may be just exactly what he wants, right? And then somebody else who could be somebody, I don't know, making the same as P. Diddy could have that standard and say, no, my woman could never. So if we're saying it's subjective, then to be very honest, I think that everybody can just speak for themselves. If
Everybody
that makes sense.
can.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
people that
true.
you and people that you know of,
Right, that's true.
and use as examples.
Yeah, that's true. But you
I
have to
strongly
understand.
disagree with the statement that high value is subjective.
Okay.
I strongly disagree with that.
I
Because-
disagree too, but if we're
because
talking society,
even
they have
even
subjected
the
it.
whole society thing, right? How, where if you have, as we go back, if you are valuable, it doesn't matter where in the world that you are in, right? Those traces transferred.
Okay.
Doesn't matter whether you in the US or Canada or Africa. When you know how to set boundaries, you know how to set boundaries. When you have a strong character, you have a strong character. When you know that when you say no, nothing is going to change your mind or manipulate you to say yes. But if you can be manipulated, then you're not high value, right? So to be high valued, there's a standard everywhere in the world.
But when it-
right?
hold on, when it comes to value,
and
even-
especially character.
Is when it comes to, because the example that came in my mind, right? Just, with the platform, we're thinking, let's just say the whole of Africa, right? Or any other country that, we all do trade. Every country has something that is valuable to it, whether it's oil, diamonds, etc. Going back to like years ago, if you even want to start with like, what is it, the white man coming into Africa. There were certain things that they found in Africa that for us was normal day, everyday
But it was
thing.
valuable to them.
But it was valuable to them. But diamonds on the ground or gold on the ground did not have value until somebody saw it, picked it, and said it was valuable. So that's why I would go back that can it be subjective?
It can. That's what I'm
So
saying.
that- so
the
using
definition that he was talking about, right?
If you say
He's
if you
talking-
say gold and diamond, those things are just those things are tangible stuff.
No, but we're
to
talking
be
about the value. You
He's
can't,
talking
right?
about, she's referring to the value, right? So which is what you're talking about, right? Is technically subjective, what you just defined, because what you're saying is what an high value man should be.
Should be, right.
But not what the standard is being set in society. You understand what I'm saying? What you're saying is what a man should be, which is be valuable outside and inside, which means having discipline, not sleeping with anybody that you want to, having rules that you like, well, having lines that you don't want to cross, right? That's what you're talking about, which is subjective, which is what you want in a woman doesn't necessarily mean what the next high value man will want,
Yeah.
which is what she's referring to.
Right.
So the question is, so the standard, right? What it should be for a high value man is a man with morals, with discipline, with rules, and all of that. That is what should be considered high value. Not necessarily about your status and what you're making, right? Because majority of those people that have status and what they're making are not valuable in the house. For example, Future has like 10 baby mamas.
Ooh,
He does.
yes.
Has like 10 baby mamas. Would you consider that person to be high value? No. You understand? So the question is,
So that means all that 10 baby mamas are low valuable women.
so
don't do that. Don't do
society needs to set, so society or we the human beings need to set a new definition or a new standard for what a high value man is, which is a man who's doing his job outside and inside, who's valuable outside and inside. You can't be outside in one specific category and then be free on there. No, there must be discipline across the whole board, which is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you are disciplined and if you have that character, it doesn't matter where you go. It will be a
Standard
It will be
across.
It will be a standard across, yeah, which I
Okay.
agree to that, yeah.
Okay, so now I have a question also. High value men, you said something that they have options, right? And some of them wants to do what they want to do because
God.
they have the stats, they have the money, they have the looks and all, right?
Yeah.
Can high value women also do the same?
If they
Come
choose
on.
to.
Can we have
like that question.
Can we have the same options?
Options.
when it comes to men?
If they choose to, but you have to
and
understand.
do whatever we want?
You have to understand, if they choose to, but you have to understand, the way society is going to look at a man for doing whatever they want, society will look at a woman the same.
But is it that double standard though?
Yes.
That's the world that
The
we
world
live
is
in.
not fair.
The world
Okay,
is not
let's
fair.
not do that, because when we were talking about high value men and their character, y'all didn't do that. Now y'all talking about no. When it
but-
comes
but
to women,
this is
let's
the
not
thing.
switch up
This
the
is the
language.
thing.
We're not switching.
Let's come with the same
No,
energy.
no. We're not
Because
switching.
don't-
We're not switching.
Okay.
We're not switching. Listen,
Just because-
what a high value man can do, let's say he has the freedom to do whatever they want,
Sure.
right? A woman can do that if she chooses. She chooses to, right?
Yes.
But you have to understand, society, right, or people are not gonna look at it that way.
Okay, but
But
the
the
last
thing is
statement you
this,
made
the thing
about
is
high
this.
value men, right? You
High
said that we
value
need to
women-
change society's point of view, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's change society's point of view for
We
women
can't.
too.
Why?
Why can't we change it for women, but we can change it for
Why
men?
would- why would any woman that
let's
is
not do
high
that.
Because
value-
it's creation and since the creation of women, all of that.
No,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
ma-
that. That don't even make no sense. And
No,
you know it
yes,
don't make no sense. No. What does creation have to do with the fact that it's a double standard and it shouldn't be? When it came to men, you said that we should change society's point of view. So when it comes to women,
the
what?
same way, if we're living in a house, right?
Yes.
And somebody broke in, right?
Sure.
The man is going to check the person that broke in, right? Not the woman.
Not all the time. All right.
Well, whatever woman is doing that, I feel sorry for them.
Not every bag.
Any woman
Listen,
with
whatever
value.
woman is doing that, I feel sorry for them, right? But
Sure.
if somebody breaks in the house, it's the man that's supposed to go do it, not the woman, right? So that should already tell you that men and women are not the same. We're
They're
not.
not. Yes,
but
I
we
agree,
all,
but-
we all have roles that we're supposed to play to make each other equal, but we're not the same.
Of course,
You
and
know what I'm saying?
I don't agree. I mean, believe that men and women are the same. But the issue when we're having conversations and a woman is in the conversation and a man, you guys make room for men.
Yes.
You guys make exceptions for
Yes.
men. You guys make whatever y'all do make sense in some way, shape, or form. There's algebra and arithmetic, right, to get to an answer. But when it comes to women, y'all always find a way to make it very close.
Right.
Listen,
So
listen.
limited.
And
We are
very
so
limited.
limited.
Exactly.
Listen,
And that shouldn't be.
Because,
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Tintin.
Because
Uh-huh.
a high value woman,
Yes.
right, don't want options. Period. No value.
And a high value man does not want options too, right?
I don't know about that.
Yes or
one.
no? Yes or no?
doesn't want an option.
He
because
doesn't. So both of
he's
them
not
don't want
gonna-
options.
Cap.
Because he's not gonna
Both
go
of them don't
sleeping
want
around.
options.
Cap.
Both of them don't want options,
Cap.
right? That's what I want to know.
Cap.
Both
Hey.
of them don't want
Hey,
options.
Cap.
right?
Equal rights don't exist.
Eh?
Okay?
What do you say?
Equal rights don't exist.
It don't.
But my question
You wanna know why it don't
my
exist?
question was a
You
high
can-
value
you
man
can-
should not want multiple people. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And a high value
man-
woman should not want multiple people, right?
Listen.
Hey.
So it's
But he disagreed, though.
It's equal.
Listen,
It's equal.
listen.
And your
Hey.
body, which high value woman want 10, 15
Which
men
high
to see their
value man
nakedness?
wants 10, 15 million women?
I know
And
a
that's
lot,
why
but
high
listen,
value men don't
listen,
do that.
You have,
And
listen,
high
listen.
value women
A
don't do
woman-
that.
A woman,
And that's why
I'm
they go
I'm
together.
looking for equality.
And that's why they go together.
you're looking for what?
Right?
Equality.
We don't
Let's
have it.
balance
Equality,
it.
There's
Let's
no
balance
balance
it.
because listen.
Go ahead, Michael.
Listen to this. Listen, a broke woman, right, can get up in the next day, right, and be on a yacht with billionaires, all because of how good she looks, right, and all that. You see, women are born with their value. Men have to work.
If a woman have value,
land.
she wouldn't go to a yacht with a whole bunch of billionaires that just
Let me
want
land.
to,
Let me
what
land.
they want
Let
to
me-
do
I'm
to
trying-
them.
Contradiction, right?
Right.
No,
Right?
no, I'm
Okay,
trying to
Michael, let
make-
Michael finish it.
I'm trying to make you understand that
Yes.
women and men are different,
We believe that.
which is what a high value woman can do and what a high value man can do. There's a difference.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say about society definition,
No, I'm going
whatever.
based off of what both men just
Yeah.
said.
Whatever-
If we're talking high value based off of what both of you guys said,
As I said,
then both
a
the
man
high
can
value
have
man and the
option,
high
but
value woman are
high-value
both
man
doing the same thing
will
as far
not,
as character is
you know, go
concerned.
around
Yes,
right or
sleeping with-
wrong.
But
Okay.
I agree. But listen, though. We're talking about what we are going through right now and the reality. And,
But you don't-
and
wait.
the reality of this is what the choices that a high value woman has is not the same as the choices of
But
a
we're
high
not
value
talking
man.
choices. We're talking
But
character.
that's reality.
Do you think
but
Future
when
is
you
high
guys-
value?
No, but when you
Yeah, we
guys,
already
when
said
you
that
guys
he's
had
not.
No.
when you guys were
Right?
talking, you
That's why
guys
he sleeps around with so
explicitly
many
said
women
that a high
and have so
value
many
man
babies.
is strict more so based
That's
off
what
of-
we believe.
Exactly. So
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to. That's what we're talking about right now.
Right now.
you guys already debunked what society has to say about it, right or wrong?
But we're
so why
talking-
are we bringing society up when we're talking about women?
But at the end of the day, that what society is reality.
No, it's not. Whose reality? Because you
Society-
don't.
society
But do you
determines.
agree with what society says?
No.
So it's not your reality. Do
No,
you agree with what
it's not
society
my
says?
reality.
At some
right.
point.
Some point.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not my. No, listen. It's not my reality.
because I do believe
So
that.
then- so
I
then
do
you
believe
can't
that.
call it
No,
reality.
no,
Women
It's
should
not.
be sleeping around.
And I agree
No,
with you,
listen.
but men shouldn't
That's
either,
what-
like you said.
no,
Right
that's
or
what I said.
wrong?
That's-
But
what
listen, though,
society says.
it's not my reality, may not be his reality, but at the end of the day, it is the reality we are in.
Whose though?
Everyone.
No, everybody has their own reality though.
You
What are you
will be
talking
surprised.
about?
No, listen, no.
It's
Listen,
that
listen.
your reality is subjective. It is not everybody's reality.
I'm
I
not
have my own
As I
reality.
said at
I don't
first,
believe in all
right?
that extra stuff that society be
we're
talking about.
excluding-
Let him-
we're
let him
excluding.
finish.
Let him
Listen,
go.
we're excluding the minority reality, right?
Why?
No. Because the majority is bigger than the minority.
But Michael,
And then-
listen to what you said minutes ago. You literally said, and I'm quoting you. You literally said, and actually no, I'm gonna put it in my own words, right? You literally said that when it comes to society, pretty much the mentality or the idea or the belief needs to be changed. Right
It
or wrong?
does.
Wait. Full
Yes.
stop. So at the end of the day, why are we talking more about the majority when we already agree that the mindset has to change?
It has-
so at the end of the day, we should be talking about
Listen,
the minority,
but,
right or
but
wrong?
listen though, it has to change.
Right, so why are we talking about the majority?
No, it has to change. But I'm talking about at the end of the day, right? It's what we are in.
Regardless, let me tell you something.
It's what we are
okay,
in.
let me ask you a question.
And what I believe in, and what I believe But what we
Wait,
believe in,
no.
it's not gonna change.
No, who says who? And that's the mentality that begins the problem.
No,
Because
so do you
a lot
want
of-
options?
No, because
Do you want
I
options?
don't want options. I want one man. Thank you.
Okay, so then what's your problem?
Thank you.
Now what is your problem?
But you see how
We are talking for the other women.
Because if you want options, I'll give you 10 men. I'll line them
this
up.
question, right? How many women, right? How many women are in this world, right? Setting boundaries, right? Or this
Very few.
Okay, so that means the majority outweighs the minority,
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, what the minority believe, right? It's not changing the majority. And the majority is the reality that we live in. You understand? So what a high value woman can do is different from what a high
But
value man can do.
this is my personal belief based off of your statement. When it comes to the majority and the minority, we do agree that majority of human race are bending.
Oh, yes,
right?
yeah.
But my issue is the minority, to be very honest, does have the power to change the majority or influence a change.
If only
If-
society will allow that.
Right, but at the end of the day, if more of us
God is
spoke, hold
allowed.
on, if more of us spoke up, in my opinion, there is a possibility for that change. Is it going to be very hard? Of course, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna. It's almost like putting me in a room with people, with everybody that does not believe in my morals and my values, and you're asking me if I'm going to conform. I'm not conforming to nothing.
What change do you
But
want?
listen, though,
Like,
but
what are we talking about?
wait.
Go
What is
ahead.
the change that you want?
You are talking about the
That's
movement. You are talking about the movement that I feel personally not a lot of women are willing to be part of. You want to know why?
Oh, right, but that's what
You
I'm
wanna know
saying. We're
because
saying the same
because a lot of
thing.
women nowadays feel like if a nigga come and is able to check their financial
They take
box,
it.
which is be able to fly and buy them whatever they want, they will take it.
I
And
agree,
whatever
yeah.
the nigga they're gonna do, they're gonna take it. So if you come take a woman that is struggling and the nigga is checking his body, he get like she buying whatever he wants, fly on vacation, do whatever, right? Providing, protect, do whatever, right? And the nigga is cheating. You tell that nigga, listen. You tell that woman, listen, we gotta, start fighting this shit. She gonna look at you while like, what?
Because the guy is doing everything for
Yes.
her. So she wouldn't care.
She wouldn't care. And I'm trying to tell you. So I see the problem and I see what you're trying to say. But the reality that we're living right now, right? It's a lot. It's bad, but it's a lot. And if women are willing to make a stand, which is fight, right? Which is it will be a long movement and it will be a hard movement. Maybe
But
one
this is
day,
the thing, but I'm
maybe
not
when
even
I'm
talking
dead,
about- I'm not
it may
even-
change.
No, I'm
But
not
I
even
don't think
talking
it's
about-
going to change anytime
I'm not
soon.
even talking- I'm not even
Maybe
talking-
when I'm dead, but I
I'm
don't
not
think
even
it will
talking
change
about-
anytime soon.
I'm not even talking about fight or whatever. What I'm saying is what we said before. At the end of the day, for example, if more women were taught more, like how you were talking about men and how they should have that morals and values and self-respect, discipline. If we were to have that same conversation with women the right way, at the end of the day, the goal is to get more women to say no to nonsense.
So who needs to
Let's
have
put
that
it way.
conversation with them?
Everybody that agrees with it. What are you talking about?
Before a woman grows up, right, and learn the things, who do you think needs to have that conversation?
I mean,
with them?
that would take our conversation to a whole nother topic.
Right.
So
because that
yeah.
starts in the home.
So you have to understand. So if that foundation is already fucked up, you gotta
but that
understand.
doesn't mean you're a lost cause.
I'm not saying you are.
You
I'm
still
not
have
saying are.
chances.
You still have chances,
You still have
yes.
chances. But you listen though. But we're talking about majority here. If the foundation is already fucked up, right, and you go through life learning this and that and the third, what people are doing, what people are saying that and that, and you follow your own belief, your own morals. At the end of the day, you're doing things on what you believe. You understand? So it's going to take a lot for something to erase.
I
That's
agree.
what you believe. You understand? So your foundation's already been fucked up in order for what to to change your future. You understand? So your future is how it is based on what you went through or what you learned. You understand?
Yeah.
So that movement that you're talking about,
But I'm not talking about
A high
movement.
value man would not take any woman that foundation was already fucked up. They're just not. They are just not going to, because you are high value. Your value is already up there. Look, even let's say even there's two low value people go out, right? Are married, and then let's say the man decided that, okay, I want to be a high value. I'm gonna set standards. I'm gonna improve myself. Da 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 da. Eventually, that man is going to leave the woman.
Okay, because he's going up and the
Because
woman is
he's
still low.
going up and she will still be low down there, and then he cannot be with her because already she doesn't have standard. You already accepted the bullshit, right? You already accepted my bullshit.
Okay.
So why would I come back? No, you don't have any standard. So if I improve myself, it's more likely that I'm gonna look for somebody with the exact same value.
Okay, but then in that case, Mr. Tintin, you're talking about standard, right? So that's the reason a lot of women out there have high standards.
Yes.
And y'all saying men are saying
what
that.
is-
Hold on.
what is their high standard?
Hold
It's-
on.
that's- you can have a high
Hold
standard.
Hold on. A lot of these women out there are saying that I have a high standard. I don't want to be with just any man. I want a man who has this, who has this, who has that, right? And y'all, same men are saying that, well, you guys have like high standard, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
No,
And that's the reason why.
You talking about financial
Listen,
standard.
you have to listen.
No, not just financial.
No. Listen,
Oh.
listen. The women that have high standards, right? Which
The
is-
ones with high standard are the ones that are not getting the man.
Listen, listen.
come
No.
on,
They are
Yes.
getting
High
Let's
standard.
No.
Because you guys are saying that they have like too much high standard.
No.
When they say high
it's not
standard-
that, it's not that they are not getting a man. They are getting somebody, but it's not the man that they want.
My point.
But listen though.
If you
Why
want-
can't hold on? Why can't I have high standard
You can.
and have a high quality man
You-
or a high value man?
But listen though. But the question is, what are your standards? Because listen, you have to understand. We're not talking about again. We're going to talk about the majority. The majority of women nowadays, the number one priority that they
Is financial.
Is financial. You get what I'm saying? So if a guy comes and he checks that box, really and truly, they're not really looking at the other thing that the guy is not checking. Because the
We're
guy.
talking about women with high standards, not women.
No,
not a woman with high standards is not only looking for finances.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But those women that you guys are talking about, there's a low few of them.
Yes,
If a woman have high standard, they would have already seen the red flags a long time ago. They wouldn't have entertained it to get to that point.
but that's why a lot of
Right.
But
a
then
lot of
again-
women with high standards are single.
I'm
though.
single.
then that's guess what?
So
It's
ask yourself
better.
this question.
It's better.
Those women that are single, what are they looking
No,
for?
are these
A man
women
that
with
has
high
standards,
standards?
self-respect, self-discipline. Let's be real.
You see something?
No, Michael, hold on.
And how many of them are out there? Very few. We're talking about the minority. There's a very small number of men that actually come with everything that you guys have listed.
Right.
And there's,
Very
a,
small.
and there's also
What-
a few percent of women that are out there for what we're looking at.
Exactly.
Yes.
But that's why I keep saying that is the problem.
Okay, hold on.
It'll
No, Michael, hold on.
It
Michael,
will
hold
always
on.
be the problem.
Michael, hold on. Go ahead, Mr. Tintin. Let you
Okay,
finish.
so right now, what you said was women with high standard. You never said women with values and high standard. You
Okay.
can have high standard and low values.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that's
and
true.
if you have high standard and low values, the equation
doesn't add up.
add up.
Okay.
Right? So if you have high standard and low value and you want me to come with everything and high standard and if I have value, I wouldn't even want to deal with you.
But it still
because you
doesn't
have standard but not
but
value.
it still doesn't change the fact that women with high value women with high standards still have like small little pool of men to
yes,
pick
and they
from.
should.
pick from.
And they should.
But that is not fair.
Because anything valuable is not for the masses.
Yeah, but when we
Right.
are so limited, where can we get our men?
no.
Right.
And guess
The
what?
question-
And guess
question
what?
is- the question
If you
is-
are
the
limited,
question is-
Hold on.
right? It will be like a magnet, right? If you truly
God, where's the
high
magnet?
value,
Where's the magnet?
if you really
Hey.
high value and you have high standard, guess what type of men will be attracted to you?
Which one?
High value, high
How
standard.
many are they?
Give us
How
location.
many?
Where are they? Because magnets. Where's the
Well,
magnet?
well,
We are
then-
still
We're
single.
looking for the magnet.
Those-
Where is it?
those-
Well, then that means that you are hanging around the wrong people.
Maybe
Show me your friends.
Come on,
Show
no.
me the
But
people
you
you
have to
hang
understand-
around with.
you have to understand,
Show me your
those-
character.
those type
and then
of
I'll show
people-
you why you are still
Those type
single.
of people
Go ahead,
that he's
Michael.
talking about, right? You're not about to find them.
In the club.
You're about to find them in a club.
And who's going there to look for them?
You're not gonna
Like,
find
who's going
You're
to
not
look
going
for
to
them?
find and those type of
Like-
men. That's where you're not gonna find them.
Where?
Date.com. They're not on date.com. Those type of men, where do you find them? You find them at churches. You find them at family events. You find them
And
at
we've been
place
going
of
to
gatherings.
church. We've been going to church for many years.
Because nowadays church
you
are
gotta-
low
you gotta-
value
you gotta-
men.
you gotta-
A lot
Oh,
of
you
them,
just
even the
said,
pastors.
but you just said it right.
But
You
there's
just
more,
said we
there's
should go
more,
to church to
there's
find
more
them.
high value men in church than low value.
Oh, I'm not with you.
That one I disagree.
Where are they?
Go ahead, Michael.
That one I did. Listen,
Go ahead, Michael.
those type of people, right? They
Yeah.
are not in your normal places.
Tell us the places so we can
Where
find
can we
them.
find them?
You gotta
Michael?
go to
Bro,
places.
let me see your value first.
Places
then I'll show
like-
you.
You gotta go to places like art shows, the zoo, art shows, art shows.
Art shows on the zoo.
The zoo,
Zoo?
you got to go places that are very like, not very like too loud. They are very conservative.
Jesus.
People that are like that. You have to say people that have value, are disciplined and have morals. They are not loud.
And guess what? High value men
You know I'm about
can
to get you,
smell
right?
high value women.
You know I'm about to
They
get
can
you.
sniff them out, I'm telling you. High value men can sniff out high value women very quickly.
so they
because
sniff it
let
when
me
they're
tell
coming?
you this, when a woman walk in, the respect, the structure, the way they come in, the way people respect them, you can see that, this one is a high value. Now, if you come in with mini skirt and I can see all your natch and you are coming to tell me that you are high value, I wouldn't even talk to
So
you.
now, okay, Jesus, okay.
Eh?
Right.
So even the way you look, your presence command respect.
Oh God.
Right? Look at Miss Obama will come in here and she command respect.
Okay.
I don't know if
You will stand up and give her your chair
Because she's the
all
president's
around
wife.
her.
Let's
There's
be
many
real.
women
It's
like
not
that.
about how she dressed. It's because she is Obama's wife.
There's
Yeah.
many
That is
women-
why she commands respect.
And there is
Don't
ma-
put it on her outfit
Hey,
or how she dressed. It's
no.
Obama's wife who wouldn't stand up.
All right.
No, if
What?
Obama's wife came here
I wouldn't.
and I can see all her things out there, trust me, I'm not going to give her that respect.
Oh God, please, let's
Well,
be
If
honest.
she came down here
Obama's
and she
wife
dressed
walks
like
in.
Gucci Mama,
You're
I'm not
gonna
going to give her that respect.
Wallahi, you're gonna give her
I'm
respect.
telling you.
Oh, please.
Come on.
Somebody who
There is-
has.
guess what? If she come here and she dressed like Cardi B, I'm not going to give her
Oh
respect.
God. What is it with you with names?
Right.
I will say the names. If you're afraid to say the names, I will say the names. Because guess what? Our little girls are watching these
Identify them.
Cardi B's and stuff, and they're thinking that those are the model of high value women, and they are not, because we are afraid to say names.
God.
These fans, OnlyFans girl, Mia Khalifa, whatever their names are.
you know
that?
There's, I know some names now.
You-
These women are not high value women. Yes, they may be rich, and we are making them look like they are high value. They are calling themselves boss chicks. Any woman that calls themselves boss chick is not high value. Period. Don't even. And that's it. We are done.
why do you say that?
Any woman, anybody.
Because they're not supposed to call themselves.
No, if you call yourself a boss chick, right? You are a boss chick. Who are you going to boss? Me? No. Because if I'm high value man, there's no way I'll let you become a boss chick in my house.
Okay.
So there's no way you'll be a boss chick. So if you call yourself a boss chick,
You're not high value.
Go find an employee that you can be boss over and be with them, but not me. You understand? So all these
I'm
we
crying.
are not. We have little girls coming
but
up,
we have to
especially us with daughters. We need to really define and show that these are the type of women that you want to emulate, right? You don't want the Kim Kardashian and the one showing all their nash
you
and
and names.
stuff to be and they are becoming our role models.
Can I,
They are becoming the women
make
role
something a
models,
point?
and that's why we have so many.
Can I make something a
low-value
point?
girls.
Because you're naming women, right? That of course.
I will name men
Hold on,
too,
wait.
if
No.
you want me
I'm
to.
not. No, I'm not. I'm not even going that way. But we're naming people who, to be very honest, we only know 1 second of their life.
I don't have to
And
know many.
no. Because at the end of the day, I do agree that dressing conservative is very important.
Right.
Period. Right. But that does not 100% equal or equate to a high value woman.
Yes, it
based-
does.
No, it doesn't.
If
And
I could pay money to go see your
no,
nash.
the reason why I say that is because you do not know what any of these women that you can list that dress conservative, what they do behind closed doors.
Guess
You
what?
do not know what they do.
That's
You do
why I'm-
not know what they accept, and you don't even know their character at all. To now say because of the way they
Guess
dress,
what?
now they are examples.
Guess what?
Maybe
Guess what?
because of the way they
What you
dress it in
show
public.
us- Okay, what you show us, we don't live in your house, right? We're not with your family.
Have you ever heard of wolves in sheep's clothing?
Well, let's do this.
Let's be real. At
Yes,
the end of the day,
there is
it
wolves in
holds
sheep clothing,
no, it
but
holds
there are some wolves that are just wolves. They don't even cover their sheep.
No,
clothing.
right. But
And
at the
you're
end of the
telling me
day, you
that they are
can't.
in-
If you're
They are-
talking
they are
about
wolves.
examples for your daughters, you cannot use women that you don't know.
Guess what? They're watching them on TV. They're on the internet.
But that's what I'm
and
saying.
That is where they are
if
watching
you're
them.
talking about teaching your daughters, the examples that you should be setting are women that you actually know, women that can actually mentor them.
Yeah.
Not any woman that's on
On
social
TV,
media,
right.
including Barack Obama's wife. You
let me
don't
tell
know her.
Let me tell you this. Let's not kid ourselves, okay? social media, TV, electronics, all these things are very powerful, right?
Correct.
And since they are very powerful, you can try to keep it away from them.
No,
but
I'm
they
not
are
saying
going
keep it
to
away.
watch-
I'm not
Let me
saying
finish
keep it
Let me
away.
finish that.
I'm not saying keep it
They
away.
are going to watch them. They are going to see Cardi B shaking her ass on TV. They are going to see all these other women. They are going to see Megan Stallion talking about park that big truck at the back of my throat. That the little thingy at the
How
back
do you
of
know
my
this
throat.
song?
Because I know.
How do you know this song?
Because I
How
know.
do you know this
because
song?
I know.
Ah,
Right?
Maybe
they
she,
are the ones
maybe,
on
maybe,
TV.
maybe she
They are
wants
the
somebody
ones-
to carry her thing down.
They are the ones on TV. They are the ones on the internet, right? And they are the same ones that are calling themselves these boss chicks.
But you're talking
then
about
these
teaching your
boss
daughters.
chicks.
At the end of the day, you wanting to teach
You
your
can
daughters
teach-
morals and values. It can nobody that they see on social
Do you
media can
think-
be used as an example. Somebody
Yeah.
that you don't know
Not
cannot
me,
be.
I will not use them as an example.
But you're mentioning
but
them now.
Yet they are on social media and they will see it.
Yes, but we're talking about you teaching your daughters or teaching young women.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you cannot shield them from what they're going to see. But if
Yes.
we're just going,
But then let's not pretend that these women are high value
They're
or
not,
they are
but
boss
it depends
chicks.
on what you're teaching and then the examples that are around
that is
them.
why I would
That
teach
is what
them-
matters more than who they see.
Yes, and that is why I would teach them that, hey, listen, I may not know what Michelle Obama is doing behind closed doors, but this is what I know. She's not here saying that pack the big little thing at the back of my throat. She's not saying that, right? What's the name? The prince wife. What's her name? Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan Markle, yeah.
She's not sitting down here doing like wop, 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 wop.
Oh, Jesus.
So if I see what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell my daughter, you see her, you see how she's dressed, you see how calm she is, you see how her presence command respect. Forget about what is going on in her home. What goes on in her home, forget about it. It's what we see. What goes on in my home, I will teach you. But you see how she command respect,
Ha.
right?
She commands respect because she's the
saying
president's
that-
wife.
Guess what? She's not here
She
saying
commands
that.
respect
Let my
because she's
thing
a-
clap, clap,
No.
clap, shake, shake,
But
shake.
she could be.
Big, big, big.
You don't know that. You
Not
don't
on
know
TV.
that.
We would
but
have
at
known.
the-
We
Right,
would
but
have
at the
known
end
if
of the day,
Michelle
the reason
Obama
why
was
Michelle Obama
twerking.
commands respect is because she's the president's
No,
wife.
it's
Yes.
because she got class.
If she was
She
not the
got
president's wife,
class.
let's see how much respect she would command.
She got class. Guess what? She was a lawyer, right?
What
She
president's
wasn't-
wife don't got no choice but to have class? You don't have no choice. You don't even dress yourself.
Guess
What are we talking about?
And guess what?
You don't
can't
dress
be a president
yourself.
if you don't have class.
But you don't have
Right,
much
you have value.
don't have much say when you are in that position. You are literally dressed by other people. You are literally from head to
Fine.
toe.
But the
if
dressing,
she was
the
not,
dressing,
if she was
the
not
dressing
in the White
commands
House,
respect. The
it does
dressing
play a part.
commands respect.
It does play
I
a
do
part.
not want to see your tongue. I don't want to see it. Okay, you can't come here and wear this G-string just alone and come and send here and say that shake it, and say that you're a boss chick, you're a woman of value. You are not class. You are classless. Period. Let's get to the point. That's what you are. Okay, those things are very, very important, and let's call a spade a spade. Those women, they are just pretty much just hoes. Basically,
I believe what he's trying to say is no guy wants a woman that is advertising herself
come on.
on social
You know,
media.
I have a question. Didn't
I
Trump
will
marry
not
somebody
be with-
that was considered a hoe?
but
Trump.
Trump is not classy.
No, I'm saying he's not, but didn't he marry some, like, she was the president, what is it? What's her name? Wasn't she a hoe or something like that?
Who?
Trump's wife.
Is she?
I think they said she
I
was
think
like
she was a model
y'all
or
gonna
something.
get me in trouble.
I think she was a model or something.
I think she was a model, a bikini
some
model.
Pictures came out.
Okay.
Some pictures came out, but even that, as of now, right? When she walk here, she will command respect because she have covered up, right?
She actually
covered
wasn't
up.
respected,
She
though.
come here.
A
and
lot
she-
of people had something rude to say about her, though.
Hey, you can say all the rude stuff about her. She's not coming down here and she's not
But
acting
that's
like Cardi
proving
B.
my point, though. She's not, though. But at the end of the day, she did not command respect because a lot of people
What do you
came
mean
for
she
her.
doesn't command
She
respect?
did. She
No,
does. She
maybe
did
it's not
She did
before.
not. She did not.
Before,
around
when
the
she
time
used
when
to
they
be-
first they ate her up on social media
You can
because
eat
of
it
her
up. Guess
past.
what?
So that also proves my point. Dressing does matter, but it does not play a big part. She did not
Yes, it
command.
does.
No, she did not
Yes,
command
it
respect
does.
just because she covered up.
No,
social
it's
media
not
should-
just
It's because
covering
of
up.
her past.
It's
So-
to be
It was her
No,
past
see,
didn't
so wait,
matter.
wait,
I mean, her
wait,
past played a very
wait,
big part
wait.
in her present at the time, regardless of whether she was covered up or not. Not saying that it doesn't
With
matter. It does
all
matter, but it didn't
it's
matter in
with
her
all
case.
said and done. If you are not commanding respect, if you are coming on Instagram and shaking your ass, if you are out here doing friends only and calling yourself boss chick,
You are
you're
not high value.
valued.
Okay.
My friend, not even high value. You're not value at all. You actually low self-esteem, to tell you the truth.
Eish.
Ah, do you think you have any self-esteem? You have no self-esteem. It's like people, it's like women that do porn, right? If you trace them back, they have some type of abuse when they were young.
On God.
Some type of sexual abuse when they were young that was never dealt with. So now they want power and they want to take control. So they go into porn whereby they can control the situation, right? And if you do, and with these women, if she come and she say that now I have power, I'm boss chick, I have control, I have value, I'll be like, go face the wall. I don't even want to talk to you.
Oh God. Okay.
Is it?
We get your point.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Get your point. You got me all crying today.
Don't cry. We have tissues. Enough.
Okay, so Michael, do you want to add something to it?
I killed it.
Oh, he said everything.
I'm cracking up.
Because we are giving too much value to these useless, classless women.
And then
And men too, like Future.
got,
What is it with you with names?
I will say names because we have refused to say names and they are out here fooling, making us think that they are high value.
What he's actually saying is true. Because
No, yeah, it is a fact, yeah.
a lot of men and women that we, the average or the regular people, see as role models in life, they're actually not role models. You understand? So we society really do need to change the narrative on what we consider high value women and high value
100%.
men. You have to understand, and that definition needs to go around so that each and every person in the world needs to understand that this is what as a high value woman you need to do, and as a high value man what you need to do. Because if that definition doesn't change and we solely based on who you are, what you make, and the type of influences that you have outside, and then you're inside beating your wife, not taking care of your house, should not make you high value.
High value.
By the end of the day, what we want and what should be done is not what is going on in reality. You understand? So I understand what he's saying, basically saying that we don't need you calling yourself high value where you are advertising yourself on social media.
$4.99. Find some of me.
That does not make sense. You can't say you can be valuable but everybody has access to you. You should not be accessed easily. You understand? There should be a security in order for people to even see you or talk to you.
Right.
If you are valuable. You understand? The only time I see Beyonce like half dressed is when she performs. When she's not performing, she's closed up, and ain't nobody seeing Beyonce like Beyonce. You understand? So it's like you have to be valuable 24/7 for people to be like, okay, the female that this guy is with is really somebody. You understand? But if you're somebody that everybody, okay, you walking down, imagine walking down just in public and people like, yo, yeah, I know her.
Even Beyonce,
I see her.
going back to that
Yeah,
Beyonce
like, that's
thing, right?
bad.
Beyonce, with her music and even her shows, she's not wap, 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 wap. Right? Right? It's not wap, 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 wap. It's not her music. It's not like pack the big neck
she
track
may not say it
and
like
touch
that, but
the
she
little.
definitely gets a
First
little
of all,
nasty. She
nasty.
gets
That's
nasty.
fine.
But
But I'm not saying that
Beyonce
put that
gets
big Max
nasty.
track at the back of my
What is
throat
WAP?
and
What
touch
is
the little
WAP?
at the back of my throat.
What is WAP?
Jesus
Don't ask
Christ.
us questions.
What is WAP?
Oh god.
First of all, how did you know that lyrics?
Why wouldn't I know? It's everywhere now.
Boss man.
You turn the internet on, the first thing you see is
But-
wap, wap,
Why
wap.
didn't you close
But-
it when you said it?
Right.
Boss, what is WAP? What is WAP?
Wap. Go and type wap on your phone. You see what wap is.
Go ahead, Shola.
Eh?
In
And
the
they
lab.
bring tigers and lions or whatever, and they
He
sitting
said
on it
tigers
with
and
no
lions.
clothes on.
They're shooting
Jesus
videos.
Oh,
Christ.
man, you know a lot too.
Right.
Because I've
I'm
done my
suspecting
research.
you know. You know
I've
too
done
much.
my
You know too
research.
much.
I know, right? He said suspect. We need to call your wife.
Hey, God.
Go ahead,
Me, I don't
Shola.
watch Wap 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 at home. I've seen people watching it. And then I ask.
You've seen people.
I see people. I see it on TV.
But
What kind of question were you asking?
Eh. which WAP is this?
Oh God.
You know, so it's like these women, we need to start checking them in. And especially those reality show women, they just drive me nuts.
It's okay.
Housewife of
It's okay.
Beijing, housewife of Atlanta,
Beijing.
housewife of New York. They come
Beijing.
here and they talk about the high value women, and they sit there and talk like they have no sense. They don't have no self-respect. And guess what? If you are the wife of a housewife of this, housewife of that, and you think your man have money, your man is a low self-esteem as well. Because if they weren't, you wouldn't be sitting on a reality show cat fighting other women, basically. Talking all kind of nonsense.
Shola, we need to end this, man. Go ahead. Let's end this, man.
Yeah, I actually don't have much to say. I think Michael pretty much said it
Said it
very,
all.
very well. Yeah, but long story short, I think my last message or word would be anything high value, like both of them actually said, is something that not everybody can get hold of. And I think that in order to build your value or grow in value, you need to definitely put more emphasis and more attention on your character. I think if a lot of us did more character development, the things that we are trying to communicate that need to change the society will actually start to happen.
Right.
Until then, we're just going to live in the reality that society has set for us, and it's a sad one, but
Right.
it is what it is.
Michael.
And I will say this though.
You still my sports, my slayer distant.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal it for a bit, but listen, I think that a lot of women really do need to stop putting an amount on what a guy needs to make, because those guys that are coming in with big amounts,
They have options.
or earning big amounts, you have to understand, if you a woman are choosing those type of men, that's your choice, and that's okay, that's up to you, but be ready to deal with that stress that it comes with. You understand? Because with the amount of earning percent in the United States, and with that dude that you're looking for checking your box, I will promise you the chances of you meeting a dude that makes, let's say, over $150,000, single, out, looking for one woman, right? Maybe TikTok, fit, all of that, right? It's very slim. You have to understand. So I'm not saying it's impossible. It's possible, but it's very impossible. So if you put in if you're demanding, let me use that word, demanding that finance or a certain amount is your number one box that a guy has to check, be ready to deal with that when the guy checks that, because you have to understand, most of those guys that are checking that, they want more than one. They may not tell you that they want more, but just be aware that they want more than one. So women,
Can I add something? Women, just to piggyback off, because this is actually a personal message. Stop asking for money, because most of y'all are just selfish. Let's actually get down to the nitty gritty. This is not even about a man qualifying to be a high value man or not. A lot of women have realized that this whole independent lifestyle is not working for them no more.
God.
So because of that, they want to be leeches. Stop doing that.
oh God.
Thank you.
And hashtag, listen, if you take somebody to the Cheesecake Factory, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
If a woman has a problem with Cheesecake Factory, listen, let me tell you, dismiss that woman, go find another woman.
Yeah.
Because a first date is a chance for you to get to know that person.
Yeah.
The location does not play a part. The conversation that you have with the individual is what is important.
Yeah.
So if you take a woman to a Cheesecake Factory and she is, put her back in the car, or call her Uber, tell her to go home.
Right.
And call another person.
Ooh.
Not call another
Yes, sir.
person.
All right.
Okay,
So,
Mr. Tintin.
so what I would
Wrap it up.
say is this: if you're a high value man, number one, you will have self-respect enough not to date a low value woman.
Okay.
Okay, and if you're a high value man, you will know. You have an emotional intelligence, right? You have your emotional intelligence. You'll be able to sense a certain things. You will be able to sense your red flags way ahead of time, right? And then if you are a high value woman, you should already sense that bullshit when the guy is coming in, regardless how much money he makes. You will know, right? And when you set boundaries and they cross it, do not take them back. Do not take them back. Because guess what? If you take them back, that means you have already accepted their bullshit.
Yeah, that's
And they
a
will
good
do
one.
it again. A high value woman and high value man have standards
Yeah.
and value and grace, right? And they believe in themselves. They're resilient. They complement each other,
Yeah.
right? They don't try to control each other, So stick with your value. And guys that are low value, stick with your low value women and hoochie mamas and all that. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But just don't call yourself high value and try to confuse people.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyways, now let's keep this conversation rolling. I would also like to know what you think a high value man should be and a high value woman should be. So, just go ahead and give your comment, and trust me, I'm going to read it. And while you are watching this, do not forget to subscribe. Because like I said, I will be bringing you good shows. Trust and believe me, I will do that. So don't forget, we need the numbers to grow this channel. Okay. Again, I love you. My name is Dion, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
This is Diaspora Moments by Dion London.